Life is short, man. Life is short. And you know what? You know what that means? Life is about adventure. It's about finding the happiness within yourself. If you're not happy inside, how the fuck are you going to make someone else happy? Whether it's a future wife or a future husband or whatever the fuck. Truth is, you won't. You won't, because eventually you'll, succumb to your misery within from whatever it is that you want to do in life. So many people live their lives on someone else's terms. Well, I'm here to say, fuck that. Live life on your own terms, man. Live life on your own terms and do what you truly want to do in life. Look at me. I fucking moved to Alaska. I fucking had so many people try to talk me out of it and say that I was crazy and I was going to end up regretting it and I should just go back because I don't have any family in Alaska. I don't really know anyone in Alaska. Truth of the matter being, I have many acquaintances. Maybe many is a stretch, but maybe about 4 or 5. And I'm completely content with that, man. Fuck. In reality, I can be happy in nature. I know that might make me a fucking tree hugger or whatever the fuck, but I'm happy in nature. I'm happy going out to the mountains, and that's only like a 15-minute drive from my house here in Wasilla. Go just hanging out there for a few days. Just take the camping gear, and really, it's an experience. It's an experience just to sit next to a mountain with just a tent. And the air is so clean up here. You don't smell the shit that you smell in the lower 48. It's so crisp and clean, and all you hear are like eagles or birds when you wake up in the morning, or you hear like a stream. It might sound cheesy, but fuck. I think that's getting closer to being a human again. Think about so many people nowadays live in just a corporate office work in some job they fucking hate. They're just doing it to pay the bills, and that's it. They're miserable, is my point. Money is the root of all evil, really. Well, Brolio, you already have money. Well, fuck. I just live off my military benefits primarily, and I work a fucking part-time job, man. There's people that move to Alaska with just a few $100. They buy some fucking lumber and they build a log cabin out in the middle of nowhere and they just live off the land. And guess what? They're happier than most people that are rich nowadays in like LA or New York City. Point being, money don't buy no fucking happiness, man. Having the hottest woman doesn't even buy you happiness. There's people that are married that they see their partner or whatever the fuck as just someone that's living with them. Maybe the marriage stopped working years ago, and it's just it's just a shadow in the house. I know some people that live like that. It's fucking horrible. I've never understood it. I mean, I've never been married. I don't have any kids, but completely I digress. Different story. My point being, pursue your dreams and find happiness within, man. You're not going to find it in materialistic bullshit, all right? You're not. Money, fame, all that shit. You're not going to find it in that. You're going to find it in what your heart truly desires. And I know that sounds really cheesy and cliche, but doing what you truly want to do and what impassions and inspires you, where you can get up and be like, God, that's not even work. I'm doing what I love to do every single day. Even if that means just fucking going out and hunting in the fucking middle of the wilderness here in Alaska. And just, gathering firewood and preparing for winter and things like that. That can bring you true happiness. It really can. More than like millions of dollars in the fucking bank. If to quote that stupid, cheesy 80s song, if there really is heaven on earth, it is in Alaska. That, that's where though heaven is a place on earth. That song. There's my shitty fucking voice, my singing voice right there. But yeah, that's my point. Live life to the fullest. Life is short, man. And if you don't live it on your own terms, whose terms are you really living it under? Think about that. You don't want to be a fucking slave to someone else's will. Be a slave to your own will. And oh wait, I think I was actually going to say one more thing before I end this video. You also get paid to live here. Even if money isn't isn't important in life. Yeah, you get paid to live here, so the only state in the USA that pays you to live here is Alaska. So there you go. There's your fucking lumber money to go buy a log cabin, live out in the middle of nowhere, and fuck goddamn jobs and shit like that. Hell, if I hadn't got my military benefits, I would have just done that anyways. When I was back in Texas, I would have been like, fuck this shit. I'm going to Alaska. Going to Alaska, I'm just gonna live off the fucking land and go hunting. And I don't give a fuck if I don't have electricity. I don't give a fuck if I have an iPhone. I don't give a fuck if I have technology. Luckily, I have it right now, talking to you on an iPhone fucking 13 with this goddamn professional mic, but I would have been completely content not having any of this shit and just living in the fucking wilderness. Because guess what? I'm a simple man. I really am. But, yeah, that's the end of my rant, and Braulio was out. And I hope you guys like... I've said it in my last video. This setup, my Alaska flag, and my Alaska banner, and this new mic that I'm now sporting. So it's pretty badass, man. Probably out.